these days I'll have my intro music ready. There we go. All right, welcome back, everyone. Good afternoon. As always, got my amazing assistant, Alex, here. Any questions, drop those in the YouTube chat. We'll be watching the YouTube chat for the sake of this video. Questions, tickers, etc. Drop those in there. Ultimately, you guys and gals determine what we do here. So, the idea is Q&A, but hey, you want to talk tickers, want to talk plans, we'll probably fire up Oracle, probably fire up the VWAP scan. Pretty ugly market out there. I mean, brutal, but I mean, geez, nerve, that day 3 surge on nerve, Oracle freaking nailed this, okay? I mean, Stevie Cohen, listen, I have a special fondness in my heart for nerve because, and this goes back to I hope, if you haven't, maybe Alex can find it real quick, but I think it's like episode 178 or something. The Steady Trade podcast with JJ VWAP Trader, and still my favorite podcast of all time. That I've done, but not my favorite of all time. The favorite of the Steady Trade. And we talked about that shift that I recognized in 2016, and where we, and JJ confirmed the fact wealthy individuals, hedge funds, etc., smoking idiot short sellers and nerve. I mean, listen, in my opinion, you can agree or disagree. There's only one reason Stevie Cohen, 0.72, is buying a low float piece of crap, turd ball, freaking low floater. Because he knows. He knows what he can do. And he did it on a Friday. I mean, there's just so much to love of nerve. The fact that it runs up, bases all week, spikes multiple days, but spikes on Wednesday, does nothing on Friday. He waits, my boy Stevie Cohen, which he, again, paid the biggest fine in SEC history, but hey, whatever. Anyway, I mean, hey, it's Wall Street, man. So anyway, then he pulls the day 3 surge into a Friday to smoke the fools on a low floater, trading 40 million shares middle of the day. I mean, it is just, there's a special place in my heart. Now, I want to show you something too. And again, drop your questions in chat. But my friends, I have a video for you. I got to watch. This is from noon, okay? And I'm showing you this because there's so much to break down here, okay? So you've got Oracle in this video, and keep in mind, I'm only going to play 30 seconds or a minute. You can see the timestamp, 11:58 a.m. when Nerve was trading at 8:20 and was hitting the Oracle level. Low float stock, Stevie Cohen, hedge fund, smoking fools. Smoke them if you got them, my friends. Incredible volume, day 3 surge. Friday afternoon. Well, yeah, Friday afternoon. I mean, it's 1 minute to noon. So let's do it. I will revisit, but listen, daily double down is Nerve at 8:20. I think a good risk would probably be this 775. 775. So you now have an entry based on a real-time entry based on an Oracle level. Notice a stop. Okay, Many of you struggle with taking stops, sticking to a plan. I gave you a algorithmically based as well as pattern based entry. Okay, the Oracle level plus the day 3 surge break above Wednesday's highs, plus a stop, 2 components. Area here. I'm going live early because listen, this is that we talk about this one a lot. It's the 0.72 Stevie Cohen play. I really think that we I've talked about this. There's an old podcast, Steady Trade podcast, where we talked about Wall Street, big hedge funds like intentionally squeezing short sellers, etc. So I think that's what's going on here. There is no reason for Stevie Cohen to get in this piece of crap penny stock. You got a thesis, entry, stop, thesis. Well, hey, other than making money, he's made billions. I don't even know how much he's made. But anyway, 820 risk on 775. I think you got a goal of 9+. And an exit. And a realistically 3-to-1 risk to reward exit at 9, which is also an Oracle level at 919. That's a trade plan. That is a well thought out, broke down, real time, day 3 surge, Friday squeeze, hedge fund squeeze, trap shorts, unusual volume, etc., etc., etc. And I didn't listen. It wasn't from 6 months ago. It wasn't from 5 years ago. It was from noon. Okay? Noon. Jay says, how would you play Tesla? Jay, I got a video dropping, I think this weekend, breaking that down in extreme detail. But basically just like Amazon. So now let's did I save I might have saved the whiteboard. I don't even know maybe not. No, I don't think I saved it. So what I would look for, just like Amazon, listen, Tesla's red the last 2 days because of idiots. Okay. So keep in mind, if you didn't watch the 3 videos on Amazon, they're on the YouTube. Tesla's doing exactly what Amazon did post-split. Why is Tesla red post-split? Why was Amazon red post-split? Idiots. You cannot, my friends, if there's one thing you can take away, is you have to understand. Remember, Stevie Cohen pays the biggest fine in SEC history, but he's still living large. He's still a billionaire. It's a rigged game. Okay? The mainstream financial media is a rigged game. So when you hear people, when you hear the consensus telling you to buy Amazon before the split because all stocks go up after the split and you get bagged for 6 months, now they're just doing it again. Look at the inverse Kramer. It's like, so you got to understand, you're never going to win. Listen, I hope I have shown through the years in hundreds and thousands of videos and showing up every single day. Okay? Listen, they call me the stock market dad because I show up every single day, whether I feel good, don't feel good, whether I'm happy, whether I'm sad, whether I won, whether I lost, whether I broke rules, whether I followed the rules, whether some idiot trolls me or some idiot doesn't troll me. I show up every single day. No sick days. I've had COVID twice. Never been late. Because I actually care. Because I actually want you to make money. The rest of Wall Street and the mainstream financial media, they laugh at your losses. They laugh when you lose. They think you're stupid. And they think you'll never succeed, and they laugh at you. Now, rant over. Tesla will eventually base at 300 and then start grinding higher. That's your signal. Again, I did a video on it. It'll post soon. Sheikah asking about Bed Bath & Beyond. Oracle nailed that this morning. Look at this. Where's Bed Bath & there? 1073 entry this morning. 9:33 a.m. It was trading at 1050. It went to 1150. It's right there, man. And we talked about it. Did we talk about it on pre-market prep? I think we did. Yeah. Remember, I drew you this whiteboard. We knew Bed Bath & Beyond was going to spike on Friday. I drew this whiteboard on freaking Tuesday. So anyway, why didn't you use Oracle? Gave you an entry at 1073 and then gave you resistance at 1146. Oh, gee, where did it stop? Look at that. You see that major resistance level? That was set in pre. Okay? This is what, this is where I try. I try so hard to get people to use these tools. That 1146 level was set in pre-market. Okay? I didn't draw that level. That level never changed from pre-market. Where did Bed Bath & Beyond screech to a halt? 1142. Oh man, Oracle's off by 4 freaking cents on an $11 stock. Man, why would I want that tool? Why would I possibly want Oracle? Jason, I think drug was a good one to break the 945 rule on because it works. I mean, listen, drug was a chat pump every single day this week. So, as always, honoring the 945 rule will keep you safe. Okay? Understand the dichotomy of the 945 rule. The dichotomy of the 945 rule states you will miss a lot of trades. Okay? And that's where people are like, well, screw the 945 rule. Okay? Understand, one of the foundational principles of the 945 rule is you will miss a lot of trades. Which, obviously, if you're a losing trader, you think, well, then it sucks. If you've been losing money for years, you're like, well, if I'm going to miss trades, it's a stupid rule. Why would I ever listen to it? Your number one goal as a new trader or a losing trader is staying out of trouble. Staying out of a blown up account. You got to get over the fact that you're going to miss trades, and missing trades is not a big deal. There's going to be another drug. Listen, drug might be in play Monday. Now, that being said, in my opinion, drug was a good one to break the 945 rule on. Why? It's Friday. It's held up all week. It's survived literally 5 chat pumps. I mean, I don't know. Like, here's my notes. Why weren't you on pre-market prep? Day 5 of this run, and this has been chat pumped to death. Okay, this is from 9 a.m. I think every single day this week, but keeps on surviving. Not sure I've seen a crappy low floater survive that many pumps in months or maybe years. Stick to the plan, great volume yesterday, killer defense into the close and breaking out over the week's highs. Entry signal at 361, stop at 320, goal mid to high 4s. Okay, so that being said, When like I said in the notes, I don't recall a crappy low floater surviving 5 straight chat pumps. So I think that's a good one. Virgo asks about the fee trade structure on OTCs with E-Trade. Virgo, I have no idea. I don't know if anybody on the planet hates OTC stocks more than me. I'm not the guy. Okay. So I don't know. I haven't traded. A year traded in OT. I don't know. I don't care. Okay. I hate them. And why would I care? Like, this is what I always ask people. Like, when there's a nerve, when there's a drug, when there's a Bed Bath & Beyond that I can easily get in and out of at any point. At any point. Nerve's gonna trade 67 million. I could trade 100,000 shares of Nerve and get in and out at any point of the day. 10,000, 1,000, 100. I don't care what your position size on something like Nerve or Drug or Bed Bath & Beyond. It's liquid. I mean, it's easy. You're not blowing through fill. You're not begging. It's just the liquidity, the fills stink on OTCs. They dump. You turn around and some OTC dumps on you 40%. You're like, what happened? They're trash. And here's the thing for you guys. You're probably here because you're a newer trader. You can't even trade them on most of the discount brokers. Robinhood doesn't let you. I don't think, Webull. I mean, it's like, I don't get it, man. Who cares? Let them rot in hell. So that being said, I don't know. Email E-Trade. Why are you asking me? I'll tell you this much. You're getting scammed on the commissions on OTC. I'll tell you that much. I don't care what the broker is. They're a ripoff. You'll think you make a good trade, and then you look at your statement, and you're like, geez, oh, Pete. Email E-Trade. So. Oh, evidently I've talked a lot about Oracle. There's a YouTube video going live tomorrow. Thank you, Alex. Breaking down GCT using Oracle. Is the break of yesterday's close only for a week open red to green entry? William is prime. I think you're mixing up two different setups. Because if you're saying the break of the previous day's close, that is a week open red to green. Now, what I think you might be mixing up is the break of previous day's highs. Okay, so two different setups. Maybe reread your ebook. Market continuing to dump. Let's see what we got on the VWAP scan. OLB. What was this crappy thing? Hugging VWAP. 30 million shares traded. Choppy. FTCH. Ugh. 300 million float. Probably the best afternoon play is Nerve again. I mean, let me sort my volume. Oh, did you guys see Drug's office? That might be the best part. So this might be the best part of Drug. This is their office right here. 19 Vestry Street. How incredible is that? Man, I love penny stocks. This brick building is Drug's corporate office. I love it. Jigar. Man, you know, or I don't know if it's Jigar or Higar. Jigar, I'm sorry. Okay. So, who remembers what I said about MULN? Does anybody remember what I said about MULN on February 28th, day one of its move? Does anybody remember? Now, listen, it was a great runner. But day one of the move, I distinctly remember saying, day one, they'll never ship anything. They'll never ship a car. They'll never ship anything. Like nothing. These idiots will never do anything. So Hagar, now maybe you weren't here on February 28th. The day it gapped up before it ran to 4. But you need to understand what penny stocks are. And here's the thing. If you don't know what penny stocks are, quit trading them. Okay? Listen, I'm the penny stock guy. Okay? I'm here to help you with penny stocks. But, and this goes for all of you guys, man. Here comes the stock market dad again. All right? Quit trading. Listen, I think trading penny stocks is the best way to grow your. It's the best way to trade. Trading penny stocks. The volatility, the volume, the moves, the pattern repeatability. Penny stocks are incredible. I do thousands of videos, 20 hours and hours a week coaching on penny stocks. But if you don't know what they are, quit trading them, man. Because here's the thing, Hagar. If you've been holding MULN for months, nothing I say matters. You're a bag holder, okay? You're a bag holder. You got a Sharpie? If I wasn't worried about my wife getting mad at me, I'd write bag holder on my forehead. Why don't you do that? I want you to write bag holder with a Sharpie on your forehead and go look in the mirror. Write it backwards. But that's what you are, man. And I can't help you. I can't help lift your freaking bag. Because you bought a worthless EV play that has done nothing but go lower for months. If you would have sold months ago, you probably could have sold 30% higher. You probably could have sold 100% or 50% higher. You probably could have sold it $1.30 or $1.20. I can't help you, man. You need to understand all penny stocks fail. They all do. It never ends well. And the sooner you realize that and you trade the volatility and you trade the patterns, the sooner you'll be successful. The longer you bag hold, all you're doing is destroying your account. Destroying your future. And I don't want that to happen. Listen, Hagar, I have no idea who you are. I have no idea. You're a random guy on YouTube. But I still care. And I don't know why. Like, I don't know. And again, I know I've said it like 10 times. I don't know why I care so much. I do. It's probably going to drive me to the freaking nut house, but I care. Because I see so many people making terrible, undisciplined decisions, refusing to learn from their mistakes, refusing to find a mentor, refusing to use tools, refusing to track their data, doing all of these terrible decisions over and over and over and over again until they eventually blow up their account, quit, fail, and end up in a freaking, this is where you're ending up. Higar. And all of you bag holders, you know where you're ending up? You're ending up sleeping in front of drugs office, shooting heroin. That's where you're ended up. There's your destiny. That is where you're headed the longer you refuse to admit what penny stocks are. You're laying next to that dude on his phone, shooting heroin, sleeping in that dumpster. That's where you're headed. Same place MULN is headed. This car is probably one of MULM's crappy EVs. Why don't you talk more about shorting penny stocks? Oh my God, that's a troll. Nice try. Nice try. Obvious troll. I won't fall for it. Does it have to be first green day for a dip and rip? Virgo, good question. It does not have to be a first green day, but the dip and rip pattern is basically designed for the first green day. Okay, so let's talk about like a first green day. I'm going to say this. 99% of DNRs. Equal FGD. Okay, 99%. Why do I have blue? I'm not particularly fond of that blue. So think about the first green day. Okay, so this is the the daily chart of a first green day. Long-term downtrending, fading, and then you get that. So now let's fast forward into an intraday, okay? Why can't I pick black? So now, this freaking stylus. Now we're going to jump to an intraday chart. So then what we're looking for intraday is that big spike, pullback, and then retest of the pre-high. So basically, 99% of dip and rips are first green day. And that intraday pattern, we look for that big spike, consolidation near highs, pull back at the market open, and then retest to the high. Now we want to see float rotation. We want to see news. We want to see hot sector. There's a lot of components that go into a quote unquote ideal dip and rip, but the short answer, Virgo, is 99% of DNRs, yes, are first green days. So, Kieran says, this webinar has been absolute gold. Thank you. So, awesome. All right, guys. I do need to run. Nerdy, what's Nerdy doing? Speaking of trash penny stocks. NRD, what? This thing got any volume? Woo! We got a runner, baby! All right, let's go. What do we got here? Shit. NRDI finally got some volume. This is a day 3 surge too, isn't it? Some volume after hanging around all week. Wait, where's my intraday? Not a day 3 surge. I mean, it's the same pattern. 1, 2, day 4 surge. Okay, so it's day 4, then move. I'm gonna say day 3, but it's the same pattern. Day 3 surge. Yes, I know it's day 4, but same pattern and volume confirmation. And we got an intraday move of 380, which is also an oracle level retest in 4. Okay, so I mean, I don't hate it right here with risk on that highs. So, and Oracle doesn't hate it either. So let me snip this and show you what I'm talking about. And whoops, I don't want to cover up the 380. And then, so if you're risking 20 cents, 460. Patterns there. Volume finally came in. I mean, look at the volume all week. No volume, no volume. Right there. So, and nerve's not dead either. So, all right, guys. Have a great day. And, Alex, drop the link to the weekly watch list if you would. Weekly watch list goes out on Sunday. So, and it's 100% free. StocksTrade.com/watchlist. Don't be a bag holder unless you want to end up sleeping in front of Drug's office. And I'll see you next time, my friends.